welcome back to Software Inc. everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Today I want to see if we have enough money to move to the apartment. In the last episode we just finished Virus Armor, which is our antivirus software. What I like to do, because I feel like I'm behind the times at this point, it's August of 1984. I'm hoping the $1.4 million will be enough to move to the apartment. I'll show you the reason why. If we manage team, I want to try to fix our issue because our founders are only coming in a couple hours a day at this point. And I don't think that is very beneficial overall to our success. What I like to do is take a look at the event calendar and find out when the next 2D will be released. I'm sure we're not going to be able to turn it out before 1985, even probably 1986. So it looks like in May of 1986, we have Art Cut 6, which is a 2D editor that's coming out. Now, I think I am going to actually try to get it pushed out before then, like either April or March of 1986 would be best. But before we actually start working on a 2D editor, let's go ahead and move the office. We're going to move the company and we're going to move it to the apartment. Now the cost is $2,819, but it'll give us more space. The beauty of the apartment is I can actually have the founders have their own offices. This way it prevents the chaos I had in the garage. As you can see on the second and third level, we have our separate offices. So I like to actually get designed here. So let me go ahead and work on that and then I'll be right back. As you can see, we have 4 different offices. What I want to do is assign everyone a desk. Let's go ahead and assign this one to myself. I can just remember who the founders are. Our founders have been actually assigned their own individual offices and their own individual computers. That takes care of that. Now what we'll need to do is fix the schedule problem. I'm going to let the game go and let the teams come in so they can continue handling support tickets. As you can see, we lost 79, or we missed 79 support tickets on Virus Armor. What I would like to do is start working on fixing the schedule now. All team members have an 8-hour shift, and I think that would work. Actually, this one needs to go to 1 a.m. to be an 8-hour shift. There we go. So now I have all the schedules fixed again. Let's go ahead and start working on the 2D editor. We'll go to 2D editor and the name will be Image Maker Premium. We will look for a publisher here in a few minutes, but in the meantime, I think it would be best to use an existing framework. So I am happy with May of 1983 at 8%. So we'll go with them. And let's see if we can get something done without a bunch of wasted interest. That gives us 96% expected interest. We do have 2 operating systems it can go out on. We will auto balance it 97%. Now a little bit over 2 million customers can be reached. Less than a year, exactly what I was looking for. What we're going to do is get a publisher for marketing and printing. We'll go with the top one here. We'll accept March of 1986, which is awesome because we took a look at our event calendar The one that actually comes out from the other company comes out in May of 1986. So we'll go and develop this. And there we go. ImageMaker Premium 2D editor is now being developed. Fantastic. Let's make sure all teams are working on it. Now I want to send an update and I want to make sure systems up to 1982. I also would love to actually go and make a sequel to this. So let's go in here to our releases and let's see if we can make a sequel. This shouldn't take us very long actually. Ooh, that's a 45% wasted interest. I don't think so. How about this? This actually would work really well. So we'll add on File Quarantine for now as Virus Armor 2. We'll get all teams to work on it. I believe I did create my own framework for this. Yes, Cage AV is our own framework. So we'll add that on. This will also take less than a year, which I'm very happy about. These other two things I don't think I want because of the wasted interest. So let's move on. Both operating systems, fantastic. Let's auto balance. 0 wasted interest, 100%. Exactly what I'm looking for. And same thing, we need a marketing and we need printing for now. We're going to go with this one, 38.4%. It'll come out in 10 months. Unfortunately, I did not look at the event calendar before releasing this one. Hopefully there's no antiviruses before then. So we'll go ahead and start developing this. Now I'm not too worried about Virus Armor 2 to be honest with you, because we do have a bunch of people that have used our first Virus Armor software. So I'm very content with that, but we will take a look. So this is going to go out on August of 1985. So where there, is there any antivirus? Of course, there's one that's going to come out in July of 1985. So let's go ahead and put this Virus Armor 2 as a top priority. We'll leave ImageMaker Premium as it is, and we'll make the update a priority as well. All right, so our update for Virus Armor is complete. Maybe they can just get this done and the other teams can handle the actual ImageMaker Premium. We'll try that for now and see what happens. It says waiting for lead designer. Who is my lead designer on this? All right, Michael is our lead designer, which is perfectly okay. It may slow it down a little bit, but I'm okay with that. As long as it gets done before its release date, it's all good. I have noticed is our marketing never gets completed. It makes me wonder if I should actually start adding a marketing or hiring people for marketing itself. I mean, take a look at that, because at the end of the day, we could still use the same office if we recreate our schedules. Let's take a look at this. So let's go and see what kind of staff we can get for marketing. So of course, service will be the primary, support will be the specialization, and the secondary can be a programmer. And we'll leave the traits alone and let's start looking, and actually let's change that to marketing. I almost made a mistake there. I'm not worried about compatibility, obviously, because there's really no one selected to that particular team yet. She has a 3 out of 3 for marketing, and so does he. So I think I'm going to hire these 3 here. Let's go ahead and assign them to team number 5. We have 3 employees that should be on this team. Arlene, Joseph, and Eva will be our new marketing team. Now I am going to just assign them to strictly marketing, and we're going to take all the other teams off for now and see how they do as far as getting this done for us. It can stay at a high priority. So it looks like Virus Armor 2 is actually in the 3rd integration. If we take a look at our finances, you can see we're making a slight profit, but in December of 1984, we lost $105,000, which I kind of expected that because of building expense and moving our company to the apartment. So let's see, it's January of 1985. It is time to start developing Virus Armor 2. So let's go ahead and start developing that. All teams are actually working on it at this point. I wonder if Team 5 has any type of programming experience behind them. They actually do. We may assign Team 5 as well to Virus Armor 2. It looks like ImageMaker Premium, the 2D editor, is in its third integration, which I'm very happy about. It still has at least 1 month before we'll have to start worrying about developing it. It does look like I can actually set another update for the 2D and for system on Virus Armor. Now the question is, and please leave it in the comments below what you think about this. Should I really be sending updates on old software since the sequel is coming out? All right, it is March of 1985. Let's go and start developing ImageMaker Premium. Now I'm going to unassign Team 1 and Team 2 for now off of there and let them highly focus on getting our Virus Armor 2 antivirus done, which is pretty much near completion, which is awesome. That means I should have at least a month, maybe 2 months to start actually bug fixing. Once again, we're losing sales on the original Virus Armor. So let's go and order some more copies. So we'll order, say, 15,000 copies. Virus Armor 2 is ready to be promoted, and they have a good couple months to bug fix, which is awesome. As you can see, ImageMaker Premium is coming along quite nicely as well. We'll upgrade this to max level so they can get it done. Now the bigger problem is our money. We're losing a crap ton of money again. $183,106. As you can see, sales have really fallen off currently for our current software, which has me a little bit concerned. If we select all, it looks like myself can be educated, and June can be educated, and Michael could be educated. So let's see what we can educate in. I'm going to go with system on this one. As far as the rest of it, we'll go 2D. June will do programmer, and we'll get June to start actually learning 3D as well. I think that would be very important to start 3D as well, because eventually I do want to make a 3D editor. So it's August of 1985, and it's time to release Virus Armor 2. Let's see how we've done. So let's go ahead and release. Wow. That is one of our best software. Our publisher will handle marketing, and they'll also handle our copies of our software as well. So we don't have to worry about that. I think I'm going to cancel now or end the marketing for the original Virus Armor. ImageMaker Premium is coming right along here. It is August of 1985. We are getting some tickets already in the Virus Armor 2, which I'm kind of concerned about because I don't want to end up getting into a situation where we're missing tickets for that. But we can actually upgrade to 1983 for 2D, and we can upgrade to 1983 for system. Now, as far as the 2D, I think we'll go with the ArcCut 5 1985. Yes, we'll go with that, and we'll update. 13,310 active users on Virus Armor 2. Let's see what we go up to once we push the update out. So it looks like maintenance is starting to become a problem here. So let's go ahead and get some maintenance, because I don't think we have anyone scheduled. No, we do not. Let's go ahead and get some temporary staff in here to fix all this. And there we go. That will work. So that update brought us from 13,000 to 18,000 active users. Let's take a look at our finances. We're doing actually quite well in sales at this point for our second Virus Armor, which I'm very happy about. And it looks like we're going to have a lot of months ahead of us for bug fixing in ImageMaker Premium. It's only October of 1985. It is time to promote ImageMaker Premium. So it's November of 1985. We have all the way till March of 1986 to promote this. As you can see, Virus Armor 2 is doing quite well for itself. One thing I would like to check is to see if we have any other operating systems we can port this to. Let's take a look at active users. Right now, currently, the only one I'm interested in is Squirrel OS. Has 148,000 active users and it's unavoidable. So let's go ahead and have them port it to that as well. And that should help as far as revenue is concerned. As you can see, we are like gaining followers really quickly. We have some ticket issues going on. I don't think it's to the point where I should actually create another office just for support currently. We are making really decent money right now each month after month, which is great. Our sales, check it out. Almost $1 million was made in November of 1985. That is what I'm talking about. We just finished porting to Squirrel OS. I'd like to do is send out an update on Virus Armor 2 just to cover any bugs that we need to fix. Doesn't look like we have too many 38 at this time. It is December of 1985. We still have 3 to 4 months before we can release the 2D editor. But I think this is a good point to leave it here for today. I thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like this kind of content, please make sure to hit the like button. Please consider subscribing. Until then, I will talk to you then, and goodbye.